Welcome to Speak Now, Hold Your Peace. I'm Saywuddafeel Dre, and today we're going to talk about something good. We're going to talk about the confirmation of Ketanji Brown Jackson. I even wrote some stuff down. Y'all know I always write stuff down. Drop my pen. Hold up. I don't think I'm going to need my pen, but I want to talk about that because I think this is such it's an honor. Like, it's such an honor to even be living in the presence of having our first African American female Supreme Court justice, and that's big. That's big, and it's like a bonus because I'm thankful that I lived to see it. And I'm also thankful that I got a 2-for-1. I got to see the first African American female vice president. So we got a lot to celebrate. We got a lot to be proud of as Black people, as African Americans, and no one should steal our joy. Now I know there's some things, in, like in terms of all the things that's going on in the world, we're not headed in a good direction. It's the good with the bad. So with that being said, we have these good things that happen today, and then we have this bad stuff that it's going to take a little longer to change, but we're slowly making change and making progress, and that's something that I'm very proud of. I know we have a long way to go in this country to get where we're supposed to be and where we should be, but news like today was just super. Okay, it was just great. Like I said, I did write some stuff down. I want to talk about before we get into the good stuff. I just want to weed out some of this negative stuff that it needs to be brought to everyone's attention. I really didn't want to talk about it and ruin the good of what happened today. But this needs to be heard because this is what's going on behind the scenes. Like, when you look on the news, some of us, we say, Ketanji Brown Jackson has been nominated, and that's all we hear. For people like me, and probably some of you, I actually watched some of the hearing. I watched a lot of it, as a matter of fact. And some of the things that she was put through was totally uncalled for. So I want to just talk about that just a little bit, and then I want to get on to some of the good stuff. So let's talk about real quick. Let's talk about the hearing itself. During that hearing, I mean, they were just asking her all types of personal questions. And some of that I get, but there was a lot of it. It was just like asking her about her faith and just stuff like that. And I just thought it was kind of this was just like taking stabs and jabs, simply because she was nominated by Joe Biden. I think the Republican senators thought their view was that she was too lenient on child abuse and sexual offenders and things of that nature. That's what they thought. That was their view. And I think there were a lot of Republicans, based on the questions that I heard them ask, they were just nitpicking. They couldn't get nothing on her, so they decided to just go after her with everything they had, with the lowdown stuff, and they kept asking her the same questions, and she would respond the same way. And I think that was pissing them off a little bit, but she kept her cool. She was so calm, and it was just like something for us to be proud of, because a lot of us probably wouldn't have kept our cool. Ted Cruz, these three, I wrote down their names. They were giving her the hardest time, just about. Tom Cotton, Ted Cruz, and Marsha Blackburn. They were all kind of in cahoots with each other. They asked pretty much the same questions, and Ted Cruz had a whole. I mean, he had a whole diagram of how he was just going to just go at her. But she kept her cool rather. She kept calm, and she answered the questions very well. So, pretty proud about that. Um, Marsha Blackburn, she was just asking us, just following same stuff Ted Cruz was saying. I think Ted Cruz was asking these questions and being an ass just for his base. I believe that. I think that was a setup for his run, his 2024 run. Because what his plan was, well, if they see me coming at her, they see me as somebody who's a fighter for the Republican Party, who will just go do anything for the Republican Party, or be stern and aggressive toward Democrats and don't show them any love, that they're going to get behind him. That's the same way they did Donald Trump. Donald Trump started saying anything he wanted, and they was behind him. Some of them were tired of politics, but that's not neither here nor there. But I think Ted Cruz was just trying to put on a show for his Republican constituents. One thing I did like, let's get to some of the good stuff he had. One thing I did enjoy was that, the Republicans was asking her all these questions and trying to bring her down, but they couldn't break her spirit. I think inside she was kind of broken. I honestly do. She didn't show it on the outside, but I think inside she was broken. They was trying to break her spirit. But Cory Booker said, "No, sister, I'm gonna lift you up." That's what he did. He basically said, "No, sister, I'm gonna lift you up. But I'm gonna pull you up. I'm not gonna let these people tell you you're not good enough, or you're not this, or you're not that." And Cory Booker said, he said, even if you had the same birthday as a communist person, they'll call you a communist. They'll find something to get at you for. And he's right. So he just uplifted her, and it almost had me in tears. Like, she was in tears. I wish I had a picture. I didn't even prepare for that, but I honestly wish that I had the video. But he was bringing her up. He was just like, basically, this. I don't know the exact words, but the message was, "Sister, I got you. They may come at you. They may never stop coming at you. They may call you this and call you that and lie on you and tell untruths about you, but I got you. Along with 50 other senators, I got you." So that was good to see. I'm telling you, man, that was just like so good. If you want to comment, you can leave a comment too. I should get them. They should come through. So if any of you guys want to leave a comment, I don't have an issue with that. There's another. See, what else did I want to talk? Oh, one quick other thing that I didn't like that the Republicans was doing was that they kept comparing her hearings to Kavanaugh's hearings. Well, when Kavanaugh did this, you guys went at him and all of that, and I just thought that was just like, grow up. You know what I mean? So that was crazy. But let's get to the good news. So Ketanji Brown Jackson has been nominated to be the first female African American female to Supreme Court justice. And get this, I wrote this down because I thought this was interesting. The Supreme Court justice has been in existence for 233 years. 233 years. So for me, that would be almost six times as my age, if I'm doing the math correctly. But it's been in existence for 233. I'm reading it right here. 233 years. And out of all of those years, we never had an African-American female. Isn't that something? And that's what makes all of this so great. That's what makes this so good. It's just that finally an African-American female on the Supreme Court justice. We Thurgood Marshall did his thing, and we were proud of that. But now we have a female, And like I said, like I think we're moving in a positive direction. We got a long way to go, but the most amazing thing that I took away from this in watching it was that you had Kamala Harris presiding over these confirmation hearings. Well, today, presiding today, and I'm looking and I'm just like, wow, like we have the first African American female vice president presiding over a hearing to get the first African American female in the Supreme Court justice. Doesn't get any better than that. Black women all over the world need to be proud. Black little girls need to be proud. I saw uh Ketanji's her daughter and her daughters, and you could see one of them had a mask. You could see the pride and that they had in their eyes. You know, they were so proud of their mother, and the husband was in tears. He was just like in tears along with her, and I just thought it was excellent. Like I thought it was just amazing to see that. Like the first black president. Like I know I am, and all of you should be. But I am grateful. We're talking. You know how much history we've seen. If you're still here and you're still alive, you've seen our first black president. You've seen our first black vice president, and that's a twofer because you've seen our first female African American female black president, and now we're seeing Ketanji Brown Jackson, the first African American female on the Supreme Court justice, which is just awesome. So be proud, black women all over the world, black little girls. You got even more to look up to. You got even more to strive for. You got even more confidence and self-esteem, and you have more encouragement to say that you can do anything that you want to do. So that's my hat off to all black women. All black women are awesome. A man is nothing without a strong black woman. And you heard that from me. And I'm living proof of that. I got a strong black woman. So I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Let me just, yeah, I mean, that's it. I had a list here of some of the things I wanted to go over. But I said them all, you know, after all of those 3 days of and hours of questions, she did it. She did it. So I'm proud. I'm happy. I couldn't be any more happier than I am now. And we all need to be happy and proud. So let's take our hats off and give some respect to Honorable Ketanji Brown Jackson, who will be the first African American female on the Supreme Court justice. We salute you, love you, and we thank you for setting that bar and giving all these kids, especially these black girls, something to look forward to and something, something to strive for, and give them courage and the self-esteem and confidence to do what you did. So thank you. So that's going to be it for today. Very short show. I just wanted to come on here and talk about this because it needs to be talked about. I love all of y'all. Y'all stay safe, and I'm out of here. Peace. Love y'all.